Hello, and welcome to the mentorMaya7 channel. Nice to see you that you're here. And my name is Margaret Tambe. If you're seeing me for the very first time, I'm a registered nurse by profession, and at the sweet age of 49, here I am starting a YouTube channel. And the reason for this video today is to explain why. I have three main reasons why I decided to start a YouTube channel. And I'll go right into that. The very first reason is because of personal experiences. When I look back at my years growing up in Cameroon, that is in Central Africa, some people place it in West Africa, I can see the magnitude and the gap between who I am right now and who I would have been if I had had people in my life to mentor me, to guide me, to orientate me. And this is no blame to my parents. They did what they knew how to do. And secondly, they both died pretty early. And every other person around me was either busy with their own lives or just they didn't know any better. Let me say it that way. So I remember as a child, I had always wanted, my very first profession I had longed to become was to be as a professional was to be a sports teacher. I really was athletic and I enjoyed sports. And in my secondary years, I actually did run track, but that fell off very soon as I started dating. I wouldn't attend practice sessions and stuff like that, so I could not continue with my track running. So, and then that phase passed. I got to high school and I had two desires in my heart. The first was to become a gendarme. Gendarme is a higher class of army. It is, they are trained by the French army. You know, we colonized still by France, and the gendarmes are trained by the French army, and they have a little bit more prestige, a little bit more earning, monthly salary, a little bit more skills than the regular Cameroonian army, to the best of my understanding. So I wanted to be a gendarme. I really longed to be part of them. And also I was playing with the thoughts of attending INGS. INGS is an institution, a higher institution, where sports teachers and referees and anything that has to do with sports and athletics and games are trained. They have two sections. They have the lower INGS, where people do write an entrance examination with the A levels, and then they have the higher INGS, where they do admit bachelor's degree holders. So I had played with those thoughts, those two possibilities in my mind. And then when I actually graduated high school and passed my A levels, in lower seat, I met a teacher, Mr. Langmia, and I fell in love with literature. I had always liked literature. We used to be those readers of romantic stories, pacitas, and I got to lower seat. I met Mr. Langmia and I fell horribly in love with literature. And until today, he won me over. I haven't looked back. If you know, I am an author 2 times now and still have some works on the way. So when I fell in love with literature, as I graduated, I was like, what else? Because I had gone to a few sessions of drama acting in different cultural centers in Yaoundé, Cameroon. And I was like, you know what? I think I would like to get into drama, to study drama acting, stage acting, and be a part of that world. So I told my family I would like to do drama in the university. My sister was against it. And then my brother, who was my sponsor at the time, he favored her, and I could not get into the drama department. And then I said, okay, in that case, I'm going to do journalism. I want to do journalism. And my brother, again, my sponsor, said I could not be a journalist because journalists are very talkative and they are alcoholics. Most of them are alcoholics. So he didn't think that was a good profession for me. So that door was shut. So finally, I found myself in the sociology department. I did first and second year. I got to the second semester of second year, and for political reasons, I would think, or for just a malfunctioning system of the university, I had to drop out, which I will not get into for this video. If not, it will get too long. So I dropped out of the university out of pure frustration. And then the next year, I stayed home that year. The next year, I enrolled to do hotel management, which I did for 3 years and had an HNT. So that is, in brief, my career work or longing or orientation before I left Cameroon and traveled to the USA, where I went and did nursing. As you know, when you get to the USA, you're from Africa, you are bombarded with this need to do nursing for good reasons, generally, but everybody's not a nurse, okay? And I am a good nurse, if I may say so myself. I'm passionate and very empathetic, and I work very well under stress, and that is what makes or made me a good nurse while I was in practice at that time. So that is my journey to how I went from childhood and considering options, professional options, until I ended up being a nurse. Now, why am I saying this? All these years, if I had had somebody to orientate me, there is no way under the skies that I would have ended up being a nurse. There is no way even that I would have ended up doing hotel management. When I look at myself as a professional and I look at what I like to do, what I long to do, neither of these two options would have been part of it. Now, I think we can do better. I think we can do better. I've seen schools here where they have counselors and they have staff on seats, and also there could be other means and other ways to orientate, to mentor children and youths to find out what it is they desire to do. First of all, what are they passionate about, and look at, in Africa, it's a lot of talented children there. I just spent a full 4 weeks periods, I did a book club with children in Boya, Cameroon, Sandpit, and I saw a lot of talents, Everybody is not meant to be a doctor, a lawyer, and those mainstream professions, and everybody is not meant to be an army officer for those who maybe drop off halfway and then they start looking how to get into the government's employment list. Everybody is not meant to fit into those shoes. I think we need to mentor our youths to really be what they want to be, because when you're doing something you're passionate about, when you're doing something that is coming from the desires of your heart, you put in more effort, you're more accurate, and work becomes fun, because we work most of the time in our lives, then work becomes fun. So that is one reason why I'm saying I would have, together with those who support me, with those who accept to be interviewed by me, that is why I thought it is a good idea to start this channel and to open doors where I'm working directly with children through the ERAD book club activities, and I'm also talking to people who have gone to school. Either they've gone to school to a higher level or even just secondary level, and they have found something that works for them. When I talk with them and I get into their minds, then the viewers are teenagers, our high school graduates may stumble on these videos, and it will give them ideas on how to tackle life. Economically, professionally, socially, spiritually. So that is one reason why I started this channel. The second reason is, let me read something for you. This information is from Google. And it says the population of Africa, I'm going to put it on the screen when I do my editing. It says the population of Africa is, it's more than millions. It's like 1,519,656,4,243. That's billion, right? 1,519,656,243. That is the estimated population of Africa as of August 18, 2024. And I know it's more than that, because it's a lot of people that go unaccounted for. Now, of this population, it says 60% of this population is made up of youths which are less than 25 years old. 60%. So the work is huge. The work is huge. A lot of our African youths are lost. I can say that boldly. Watch the videos. Watch the videos. A lot of them are lost in the system. Actually, there's no system. There is no system. So it's a continent of the survival of the fittest. Frankly, 60% of this population is made up of youths less than 25. Who is mentoring them? Who is counseling them? Who is taking their hands to listen to what they have to say, to listen to their thoughts, to reason it out with them, let them make decisions, and to orientate them and say, this is the door you can go through, this is the door you can open, this is the person you can talk to. Who is doing this? Who is doing that? I'm certain we have some people doing it, but for this population, we need even more people. We need more resources. We need more of the elderly or aged or middle-aged people putting their minds and their mouths into this thing to orientate our people. We can do better as Africans. We can do better. Our young ones are suffering. We have suffered. We have suffered. And some of us, we made it out okay. Some didn't. Some are aging with the same problems they faced as teenagers, as young adults. And we have 60% of this population under 25 looking up. They're looking up to us to give them directions out of our experiences. Where did we fail? Where did we go right? What are the things that work? What are the shortcuts? I have seen people who have spent years and years in the university from one major to another. Some actually graduate and then they find out this degree serves you nothing, and then they go back and they take courses and they do HNDs and they do 1 year courses here, and it's just a mess. Look at the end of the day, by the time they come out, they have wasted so many years just going around. So that is the second reason why I decided to start the mentorMaya7 channel. And by the way, mentorMaya, we all know what mentoring is. Mentoring is telling somebody, helping somebody, not telling somebody, helping somebody, or reasoning together with somebody to find the better options or the best options for whatever topic is at hand. That is mentoring. And we do that with, not just with age, because some age people are let me not say it, but not just with age, but with experiences. We do that with lessons learned. And not just experiences, because some of the experiences too, we keep repeating the same thing over and over and we haven't learned the lessons. But when the lessons are learned, that is when we're able to help another person to skip that process and to find their better self. So that is the meaning of mentoring according to my definition. Now, Maya is anybody. Maya is me, Maya is you, Maya is anybody who comes across any of my videos, is anybody who comes across, who learns anything from any of my videos. So mentorMaya7 is just a distinction, because after I created the channel, I discovered somebody else had a name, they are writing in Arabic, so I cannot read anything about it. But somebody else had a similar name on YouTube like that, and so I had to add 7 to mine, and 7 is a good number, it's a number of completion. Yeah, so mentorMaya7, that is the meaning of the name. Now, the last reason why I decided to start this channel is because whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on WhatsApp, whether we're on camera, we're off camera, whether we have a keyboard or not, I am in the business of mentoring people. I am that auntie. I am that mother who gives unsolicited advice. Yeah, anything you can imagine A lot of things, not anything, a lot of things you can imagine that hamper somebody's life, I have experienced it. So on that basis, I take what I have learned from those experiences and I give out counsel, sometimes unsolicited, and that's okay. At least I know I've done my job. A teacher is not a teacher until they are teaching. I cannot have good information and keep it in hand and not pass it out when I see that there is a need to give it out. I do give it out. So that is the third reason why I started the mentorMaya7 YouTube channel, because I am a teacher at heart. So thank you, welcome. I invite you to this journey. If you have anybody, if you are somebody with good experiences and you have something you could be able to teach any of our youths about, even the adults about, I would love to interview you. And if you know somebody else who's talented, who's gifted, who's successful in any area of life, and you think I could be able to interview this person, hit me up in the comments and I'll be happy to jump on that opportunity. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like and share. Come with me on this journey, and I thank you. Have a wonderful day. Until next time.